Hey guys, Jake Vamp.
Hey, Big Ben here.
Today we're going to be talking about some PlayStation stuff, um, some really interesting news that's been developing over the last couple of weeks since we haven't been here in the last couple of weeks. I'll explain that, and we'll also explain how you can win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox One X, or not an Xbox Series X, not a One X.
What is up with that hair, man?
Oh, this is what happens when I don't shave for 2 weeks, man. Yeah,
Holy crap!
I've been pretty lazy with my hair, so you know,
I can tell. Quarantined from the barber, are you?
no, actually, I was. So we had our baby. Let me show you guys how adorable she is. There she is. Her name is Guinevere. And yeah, so we had her, and we were in the hospital for like 3 days, and so I just couldn't get to shave my head. You know, I usually do it on my own. But after the intro, I'll shave it off. Okay. All right, guys. So come on back and let's talk PlayStation 5.
Yes.
All right, so I know that was a real quick shave, huh? So
wow,
right.
I watched the whole thing. It was just insane.
So a lot of crazy things happening involving Sony over the last couple of weeks, saying that okay, so Spider-Man is apparently going to be an exclusive to the PlayStation.
Again,
in the Avengers game, and I'm like, is this really a huge shocker to anybody? I mean, the Spider-Man game itself is an exclusive. Sony owns the movie rights to Spider-Man, so you don't think that they were like, hey, Disney, let's make a deal so we can, keep Spider-Man only on the PlayStation, and we will give you the movie rights to use them in the next fucking god-awful how many movies you want to use him in. Was anybody really shocked about this? Apparently so. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how... It's like being shocked when you walk into a store nowadays and they ask you to put a fucking mask on. Are you seriously that fucking shocked about it? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people I don't get anymore.
Are you shocked about it, Ben?
Huh?
Are you shocked about it?
No, not at all. Well, the first Spider-Man game was an exclusive, right? And so I'm not surprised at all. And like you said, it was probably part of the deal to make that Marvel game an exclusive too, which, by the way, is free right now this whole weekend.
Well, it's not the
beta.
Yeah,
it's not the whole game.
It's not the game itself. It's just Spider-Man as a DLC character or as a character in general. Just Spider-Man is PlayStation only.
Oh,
not
okay.
The game. Just the Spider-Man character.
Just a Spider-Man character, so as he can show up in any number of games, it just has to be on PlayStation.
Well, so the Avengers game is a multi-plat.
Right. Okay.
Okay, but Spider-Man is PlayStation only.
Oh, okay. Well, character. I mean, yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
They do that shit all the time.
Is it really that much of a shock that that people are just like so just I don't know, man. It's so weird how they're like, oh, boo-hoo, like Spider-Man is a Sony only thing. Mostly, so if you're upset that it's Spider-Man is exclusively on Sony, for the Avengers, then you should be upset that the Spider-Man game itself is only on PlayStation, right?
Exactly.
Because, I mean, what...
So, I mean, did the other consoles get exclusive characters too, or...?
So, I don't know. I highly doubt it. Because, I mean, it's not like Microsoft...
Do you remember Soul Blade or Soul Calibur or whatever they called it? And when it came out, they had a different DLC character for each platform. Like, one had Jason, one had Yoda...
One had Darth Vader.
Yeah.
No, I hate that personally, but when you're talking about a company that owns the rights to a character and they're trying to make a deal with another company that owns the rights to the same character in a different capacity, then you shouldn't be that surprised. You shouldn't be that shocked.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and this like made Twitter and all this stuff. A lot of people were like pissed off about it. Another thing that had people pretty pissed off.
People are pissed off about everything nowadays.
No, I know, right? It's another thing that got people pissed off for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, is that the PlayStation 4 DualShock controller will only work with PlayStation 4 games on the PS5. Is that shocking?
Yeah, that is a little bit. That is a little bit surprising.
But why?
The surprising part is that the PlayStation 4 controller will work on the PlayStation 5 at all.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's definitely a surprising.
There's not that much of a fundamental difference between the two. So I don't see why they wouldn't have it backwards compatible, so you could have like an extra paddle on day one.
Well, because there's a lot of extra things. It's just like.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's just like having
different. They use a different rumble capacity, and they use different speakers, and
exactly.
Yeah.
So there's different technology in the newer controller. So to me, obviously, you wouldn't be able to use it. You've never. If you're a PlayStation fan at all,
well, yeah,
you have never been able to bring your PlayStation 1 controllers to a PlayStation 2.
Now, can you use PlayStation 5 controllers to play your PlayStation 4 games?
I'm sure you probably can.
Okay.
Because you still have everything there, you just don't have that rumble built-in feature. Like you do on the PlayStation 4, you have the haptic feedback on the PlayStation 5 controller. But that's what I'm saying is like these people are sitting here pissed off.
Controllers were compatible, so the PlayStation 2 was able to use the PlayStation 1 DualShock controllers. I remember, yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is you can't use. So they had different hookups in most of the PlayStations, right? I could be wrong. I'd have to pull out my PlayStation and my PlayStation 2.
For the first 3 PlayStations, I think... No, for the first 2 PlayStations, they were the same. PlayStation 1 and 2 had interchangeable controllers.
Okay,
PlayStation
so then I was wrong about that. But
PlayStation 3 had the USB whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and they've been like that ever since.
Right, so you can't play a PlayStation 3 controller with PlayStation 2 or 1, you know? So I just don't get what made people think that, oh, I can take my old stuff and play it with my new stuff. That's like...
And I don't think they could use the PlayStation 3 on the PlayStation 4 even though the hookup was the same.
What?
I said I don't think they could use the PlayStation 3 controller on the PlayStation 4 even though the hookup was the same. No, the hookup was slightly different. I'm going to take that. The hookup was slightly different. The shape of the freaking thing was different on one side.
I don't think I don't think you can either. But I just I don't find you think new technology, okay? Hello, people, new technology. Okay? You be happy that you can play your PlayStation 4 games with your PlayStation 4 controller. That way, when you do get the PlayStation 5,
at least
you have all these backwards compatible games, so you technically don't have to buy any PlayStation 5 games right off the start. You know?
Right.
Even though they're going to have Spider-Man Miles Morales at the beginning of launch. You know?
Most games are online multiplayer anyway, so it's like... See, PlayStation has discovered that most gamers... only one person be gaming at a time. So.
Right. So I just don't get all this bullshit. Where it's mostly what I think it is all the Xbox people that came from Xbox One over to PlayStation, because they're so used to being able to play their controllers with no, ingenuity on their controllers since fucking God knows when. So all their controllers work with each other pretty much. Right. And they don't plan on changing that anytime soon, apparently, because all your controllers can work with all your games and all your systems can work with the games. There's literally no point in buying an Xbox Series X because you can play all their games on either other devices or other Xboxes.
Right.
So... or that's what Phil Spencer said, anyway.
I kind of wish there had been some backwards compatibility from PS4 to PS5, or from PS3 to PS4 like that. But at least they're doing it from 4 to 5.
Yeah. Well, PlayStation 3 was a completely different architecture of how they built the games and stuff. So it would be completely different. I just wish they would rewrite it to where if you put the PlayStation 3 disc in, it'll say, okay, this is a PlayStation 3 disc. We'll download the game for you because you already own it, and then they could just have it, converted over from PlayStation 3.
Right, yeah. That's basically what they did with the Xbox.
Right.
Is you put your old game in and they say, okay, we see that you have it. Go ahead and download it from our library, and you get it that way.
Right.
So I have a question. I don't know, but I heard something about a Dreamcast 2. Do you know anything about it?
As far as I know, it's fake. As far as I know.
It's fake. I was going to say, because I bought an original and they owe me another one.
I can tell you every game that I played on the Dreamcast, which I still have a Dreamcast. So,
you still have your Dreamcast?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in storage right now, but yeah, I still got it.
That's wow.
Maybe I'll pull it out for you guys one day. I still have a PlayStation 2 also.
Dreamcast was so good, man. Did you have Shenmue?
I did not have Shenmue.
Oh.
But there was a lot of great games on it, and maybe I'll pull it out and show you guys my Dreamcast. But yeah, I think the Dreamcast rumor is a fake. I don't believe it came from anybody. But what we can do is, I did find a video that was posted a few weeks ago. We could check it out, maybe, if it's still available. But we'll see.
Right.
Anyway,
so as far as I'm concerned, PlayStation is crushing it right now, man.
Oh yeah. So there's, let's see, PlayStation.
The hype train is rolling.
So
Fortnite.
Here's a theory, okay? And I haven't really watched any videos or anything like that. I just saw somebody say PlayStation 5 Pro ? And I was like, wait a second. What if Sony is fucking with us? Okay? So,
what do you mean?
What if...
Okay.
Listen. What if Xbox Series X, okay, is the Xbox One X equivalent, okay, in their lineup, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they come out with this big bad machine, right? That's going to be probably $600 or whatever the fuck. I do believe there was like a price leak or whatever that I've been seeing in my feed, but I don't know. I haven't researched it or anything. But there was a price leak, and that it said that it was like $599.99. They said it was like on a giveaway thing with like Monster or something like that. And if you broke down the giveaway prizes by price, then the Xbox Series X was $699 or $599.99. Anyway, so what if PlayStation 5 is the weaker, like PlayStation 4 is in their system, and they've just kept quiet on a Pro? Kind of backwards to the way Xbox Series X has been keeping quiet on their weaker Xbox Series S.
Maybe.
So basically,
I could see that happening.
Huh?
I guess I could see that happen, but it would be a little bit underhanded.
What do you mean?
Well, if you're gonna hide, or if you're gonna act like that's what people are gonna be getting as a base system, and then fucking make that your more advanced system that people have to pay more for, that would just that's underhanded.
That's what they did with the PlayStation and the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know?
Well, the PlayStation 4 Pro came out way after the PlayStation 4.
Right, but the business model is the same as what Xbox is doing, right? So you're basically saying, okay, instead of Xbox, what Xbox did was they basically showed their most expensive model at the most power, right? They came out and said, here's our dick and here's how big it is, right? And then they're coming out with their Series S and they're like, here's our balls, look how small they are, kind of thing, right? But PlayStation is like, hey, here's our balls, you know, we're gonna show you the balls first, and then you get the cock, you know. So
either way, you get fucked.
But here's the thing, though. Xbox Series X is supposed to be the cheaper version of the Xbox, right? So let's say, let's say the Series X is $600 and their Series S is $300. PlayStation 5 comes out at $400, and the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out at $600. You know, and it's more powerful, and it's geared towards hardcore gamers, just like the Pro was.
Didn't they, when they came out those Pro versions, wasn't that to satisfy the need for a 4K gaming capability?
Yes and no, because PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't actually do full native 4K.
Really?
Yeah. And that's another thing that I wanted to touch base on while we're here too. I'm not trying to skip around or anything, but there's some rumors spreading that PlayStation 5 is not playing 4K, and it's being spread by Microsoft. Because yeah, it's fucking hilarious, dude. There's these people on Twitter that are, I guess, closely related to Microsoft and everything, and they're sitting here saying, "Oh, PlayStation 5 can't play 4K, even though it's supposed to be able to play up to 8K, you know, like fake 8K." But now they're saying that it's playing fake 4K. And none of this is confirmed or anything. It's just rumors.
There's no way.
All this shit, and people are just taking it and running with it. And what's really funny is they're trying to basically fucking derail and do the magician's trick of, hey, look at me over here, because my Halo Infinite over here looks like it's fucking from the Nintendo 64.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And PlayStation can't play 4K. First of all, I don't give a flying fuck about 4K. Okay? So, whatever. Secondly, okay, it's already been said that they're going to play 4K Blu-rays, so if it can't play 4K games, that just sounds kind of stupid. I mean, that's like saying that, hey, you can start your car, but you can't drive it anywhere. That's fucking stupid. So obviously these people in fucking Microsoft are just blowing so much smoke up people's asses, trying to mislead them about the PlayStation. And it's so dirty and underhanded that they're trying to do this to the PlayStation. PlayStation has never done that to Xbox that I recall anyway. Anything that the PlayStation has said about Xbox has been nothing but true, right?
But
including when they were like
scared, man. Like I said, PlayStation is crushing it.
Huh?
I said Microsoft is scared. PlayStation is crushing it, man.
I know, right? They've got all the exclusives, and Xbox has nothing. They have 2021 Halo Infinite that looks like my son drew it and colored it in. Quite honestly, I think the original Halo looks better on the 360.
Holy shit.
That's just it is bad.
I saw a photo of one of the character models, and I was just like, how in the hell? Now that CGI video they did was pretty neat, but
I can't believe that they showed it at an Xbox reveal.
Yeah,
like
it was bad. If
I was Phil Spencer, I'd be like, okay, we're not showing that. No way. No way in hell are we showing that.
There's some executives over at Microsoft right now looking at that window going, I wonder if I ran hard enough.
I don't know. So, the only game that I've seen that looks really, really good is that Hellblade 2. Okay? But that was just a video. That wasn't gameplay or anything. So, it's very misleading.
Exactly.
And I'm really... And Xbox has not shown enough gameplay to warrant me purchasing an Xbox.
And basically, PlayStation is promising to end loading screens.
Yeah. And every generation, I hope Xbox would fucking fill that void, Xbox void in my life to where I want to buy an Xbox. And it hasn't happened.
Oh, I was definitely a 360 fan. I loved the 360. I was 360 all the way up until the next generation came out, and then Xbox did all this kind of weird fucking proprietary shit with their games. Like, oh, you can't loan games out to people, and freaking you have to register all this and that, and you have to be online to play any games at all, and it was just a whole bunch of crap, man. And people were like, fuck that. We're getting a PlayStation, man. This is ridiculous. Remember that they had a video. This is how you loan games on the PlayStation 4. And he just hands them the game.
That's what I was talking about. They were like, earlier, I was going to show you. That's Sony's like shot at Xbox, and what they said was not false until Xbox backed out of the way they were doing their business model.
Yeah.
And they were like, here's how you do game share. Here you go. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, Ben.
Yeah, but that's not how you do it. You got to get online. You have to fucking unregister from dude's name. You have to re-register it in your name.
Yeah. And then the whole GameStop thing, they were going to stop selling Xbox everything because, like, why sell it when you can't share it,
Yeah.
And that's their business model is fucking reselling games. You can't resell games that you can only play once. That's why they don't sell PC games.
Exactly. So there is some kind of crazy stuff that's been all over the news, and I'm not really sure what's going on. But there's something going on between Apple and Android and Fortnite.
Yes. So
and people are banning this and that.
So I've done a little digging on it. So basically, what has happened is that Epic Games basically did an update to Fortnite. And they added in a way that you could pay them directly instead of going through like the App Store and paying. Because anytime you go to pay through either Google Pay or Apple Pay, like their app stores and stuff, there's a built-in thing where Apple and Google gets, a percentage,
Right.
Because that, duh,
Yeah.
that's how business works.
Right.
And so Epic thinks that they're big shit and able to just like bypass that, which then breaks their contract or their agreement with Apple when they sign up to post these apps on their store. So they literally broke that agreement.
Yeah.
So Apple and Google both took them down from their stores, and now Epic is suing them for doing so.
You can't do that. They broke the agreement.
You broke the fucking agreement. What the? Are you fucking crazy? Because they don't want to do the 30% that Apple gives. You know
Epic
what?
Games is big, but they ain't Microsoft big.
Right. And
they ain't Apple big.
So here's the thing. You want to change the way games are. Cool. And they've done it with their Epic Games store and their launcher and everything. Because I fucking love Epic Games launcher. I love it. I don't give a shit about talking to people.
They've given me like over $1,000 worth of games probably.
Yeah. No, dude, I've got a shit ton of games already on it. Yeah. And I've only had it for a couple of months.
I log in every week.
Yeah, me too. I log in at least once a week, maybe some. And I go on my phone on their website, and I can hit order the game on my phone, and then it goes into my library on my computer. Right on. So
I didn't know I could do that. I should get it on my phone.
It doesn't download it like it does to my PlayStation, but it at least it claims it claims the game, so I don't have to worry about missing out on that game.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like I haven't even been on my computer for 2 weeks, but I've already claimed like 3 or 4 games that were free. But and the way that they handle their store is they give the developers, I think it's like 12. They charge the developers 12% instead of 30, like Steam and pretty much everybody else.
Okay.
But they're trying to force that on other people. Okay. And I tell you, you have one fucking game. Yeah, it's Fortnite. But who fucking cares? I don't give a shit what kind of game it is. If you're going to do that with a company like Apple or Google, these are the 2 top fucking mobile fucking companies in the fucking world. Okay? 2 of the top 2. And you're going to fuck them like that? No.
Yeah, that ain't cool. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah,
you're gonna hurt yourself by yanking all those people that are only playing Fortnite on mobile off your game. You're hurting yourself.
Stop too, because they just bought that battle pass or just bought a freaking whatever pack and.
Well, but think about it too. So you have millions of people playing the game Fortnite on their phone, right? So, excuse me. So, that 30% that Apple takes is nothing compared to the 70% that they're losing while the game is off those apps.
Yeah.
App stores. Okay?
Yeah.
You're screwing yourself. You're literally looking back and going, to yourself. That's fucking stupid. If you wanted to change the thing, have a meeting with Apple. Have a meeting with Google and say, hey, look, we have this many users on this game. Can we like make a deal where we're giving you 15% or whatever the case may be? Okay?
That might have happened behind the scenes. Who knows?
It may have. And they may have said, no, fuck you. We're not going to do that. But the point of the matter is, is you just screwed yourself. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
You've gotten taken off of the 2 most popular operating systems on cell phones, and fucking Google Chrome, the Stadia, which isn't that popular or whatever, but even if Stadia does become popular, they won't be able to play Fortnite on that motherfucker.
Right? Exactly.
And that's just like, it blows my mind as to why they're doing that. What if they did that with Microsoft and fucking PlayStation? They would have the only people that would be playing Fortnite are people on the Epic launcher.
Yep.
And then they just literally killed their own fucking game.
That can handle that shit. A lot of people don't have desktop computers that can handle that shit. A lot of people, they take their fucking money and they sink it into their phone. They sink it into their PlayStation.
Yeah.
Me, I can play Fortnite on my computer if I wanted to.
Well, I don't play Fortnite. I tried it once and I just couldn't get into it. I died in the rain. I was like, what the fuck?
I played a little bit, but once you go up against those professional gamers and stuff, it's just like, it takes all the fun out of it, like, okay, yes, I lost again.
Yeah.
I lasted 10 seconds this time. That was great.
And I'm definitely not a professional gamer. I mean, shit, nobody even killed me on the game. Just the rain did.
I did win one match by hiding.
I was trying to hide. The rain got me. The fucking rain. How do you die from rain? But hey, I wanted to tell you too, man. We're gonna have to do like some playing some gameplay because I got this.
That was fun. That was fun.
I did the tutorial, and it was fucking hilarious fun.
I 100%ed that game.
The only thing I didn't like was when they cursed, they bleeped it out, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But
you know what's really fun in this game is to jump up on a beach and start eating people around a campfire.
I was jumping onto the beach and like wiggling around and grabbing people. It was fucking hilarious. No, yeah, that was very fun. So we're gonna have to do that. But yeah, let's. I think we're gonna call this pretty much the end. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the PlayStation 5. Do you think our theory is true? Is there going to be a PS5 Pro where it's like 2 times the power of the PlayStation 5, just like the PlayStation 4 Pro was 2 times the PlayStation 4? Let us know what you think about Halo Infinite. Are you a Halo fan and you fucking hate me right now for talking shit about Halo Infinite? Fucking comment, man. Let us know.
Yeah,
let's fucking talk about this shit.
You think Fortnite fucked up when they did that?
Oh my god, Epic Games, you fucking killed your own game. We will pay very close attention to what's going on with this whole thing.
Definitely.
There's another thing between Apple and Microsoft going on too. So I don't know if you want to get into that right now, but because we're over a half hour. But
no, we'll just call it here.
Yeah, so, just if you have any comments about what we've talked about today, make sure you leave it down below. And guys, at 5,000 subs, okay, every sub that is visible on my sub count will be automatically entered to win either an Xbox One X, or not, fuck, I keep saying One X. An Xbox Series X. They have so many goddamn names. I
know, confusing. Dude. I wish they stopped doing that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Go ABC. God damn, I don't care. Number it. Fuck. Do something. They keep naming their shit. They call the Xbox One X Xbox Series X. Fuck. It's the same fucking name without the one in the series. Or if you want the PlayStation 5, just make sure you guys are subscribed and visible, and we will definitely be giving one away as soon as we hit 5,000 subs.
Hit that subscribe button, Don't forget to hit that little notification bell, and you'll get notified whenever we post some new awesome content. And we will definitely see you in the next video.
Yep. And get your merch, too.
Merch.
Merch. Merch.
Hey, guys, if you like that video, make sure to like and subscribe and click here for more. And if you don't, Jake won't feed me anymore. So please, make sure you do.